Most memorable cry in college.
I'm not gonna go into the details of mine, but mine was with a boy.
Mine was also with a boy.
Well, the obvious trend here is that boys make you cry, so don't talk to them.
Hey, you, it's Kaiti. I have a major life update for you guys. I just bought my first apartment. So, welcome to the tour.
Psych.
Psych. This is actually my freshman dorm. As y'all know, I am graduating college soon with my bestie. And so we thought that we would give you a very secret Brown University tour while answering juicy questions surrounding Brown and friendship. First of all, what are y'all's names?
I'm Kaiti. Hannah.
Oh, okay, let's get started. First question is, what did we study? What are y'all's majors?
Public policy and social analysis and research.
Public policy and almost ethnic studies.
What does that mean?
I didn't finish it.
Let's go! And then I studied economics and modern culture and media. Say goodbye to the place that first babied me at Brown.
Can you make sure my ass is popping?
So where we're walking through right now is a major freshman dorm at Brown, and it happened to house all three of us. This houses about half of Brown University campus, and it's known to be the grimier, party-heavy side. Cried many a tear at this table. My dorm was right there. Next question. How did we meet?
We met on the Brown cheerleading team. She and I held up her.
Whoa. And then Hannah and I quit, and Kaiti became the captain of the Brown cheer team. And we only became friends after we quit cheer.
I thought we were friends.
We're gonna go inside, and I'm gonna show you my favorite bathroom on campus. This is very important information. Everyone needs a favorite bathroom that they can cry in. Hallelujah, hallelujah. This is a library. Hallelujah. This is my favorite bathroom because it's well renovated, it's quiet, it doesn't smell.
Yeah.
This is like a really prime location for like pooping in the middle of study sessions because like you don't have to worry about other people in the other stalls. How do y'all nut in a dorm room? I'm about to be a freshman and this is my biggest concern.
Wait, that's your biggest concern?
Top tips for making friends in college.
If you make friends and you aren't like super close with them in the beginning, that's totally fine.
It's okay.
If you're having trouble making friends and you don't have a lot of people to hang out with in college at first, that's also totally fine.
It's okay.
You will eventually find true friends, but like patience is the number one key.
One last time for the vlog.
One last time. This is Patriots Court, and this building right here is where Kaiti and I lived because we were, for a hot sec, in the same sorority.
Roll KD!
I quit. She became president. You see a trend here? Woo! Harkness House. This is where we lived sophomore year.
Welcome.
Wow.
Here we are, KD's Lounge, AOT.
So the next question is, how do you deal with the underlying anxiety of failing or choosing the wrong career path?
Okay, so I think that there are two kinds of jobs. There's like high visibility jobs and low visibility jobs. So high visibility jobs are jobs that we interact with a lot. Doctors, lawyers, teachers. When you kind of know about those things, those are the careers that we go into college thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do that. And then people really cling to that. And I think that straying from it gives people a lot of anxiety because they don't really know what else is out there. And I was one of those people, like, I wanted to be a lawyer, but I kind of knew that that wasn't gonna be a good fit. The thing you have to realize is when you graduate college, you are just starting your career and your first job is just the start. So try not to put so much pressure on your first job, try not to put so much pressure on your first major because you will change. If you have questions, talk to people. That's the one thing I did and it helped me learn so much.
Speaking of talking to people, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. A lot of us, even graduating seniors, have a lot of anxiety, fear surrounding where we're gonna go, surrounding career. And what's really, really helped me with a lot of clarity is by talking to a therapist. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists trained to listen and help you in a private online environment at your convenience. What's so great is that no matter where you live, their 20,000 plus therapist network offers you the convenient help that might not be in your area otherwise. And you might be thinking, Kaiti, I don't have time to find a therapist. Well, for all you busy students and working people, BetterHelp makes it super easy. All I had to do and all you have to do is fill out a questionnaire detailing all of your needs, and then they match you with a therapist in under 48 hours. Are you kidding me? And After being matched, you can schedule phone and video sessions as well as exchange unlimited text messages that are all confidential. And don't worry, if you don't vibe with your therapist match, BetterHelp makes it super seamless and easy and quick to switch-a-roo. So if you, like myself, like so many of us, are dealing with any everyday anxiety, stress, join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health using a licensed BetterHelp therapist. You can get 10% off at betterhelp.com/KT. That's better, HELP.com/KT. I got you, bestie. On to the next location. This is...
The Barton Gregorian Quad.
Correct. This is where Hannah currently lives. And this right here is the ultimate dining hall that Brown students go to after a night out because it's the only one open until 2 a.m. I associate this dining hall the most with our friendship because we'd always come after cheer games. The Ivy League experience, is it worth the hype?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Down.
3 for 3.
What's something you all wished you could have done differently?
Take smaller classes to build better relationships with my professors.
So my circumstances were a bit different because I had to work throughout college, so I had to spend a lot of time either at work or in classes, and I wish I would have made more time to join more clubs.
Finding a church earlier for anyone who is coming to Providence. For any reason, I highly recommend Alethea Church. Senior year is when I truly found that environment, so I highly recommend that you check them out. They're fire! This is the Sci-Li. It is a huge boner in the middle of Providence. It's kind of ugly. And it's my least favorite library. The place that we are sitting is the birthplace of our friendship. We're sitting here, sophomore, fall. My memory blurs together. And at this point, we were all like acquaintances. We were friendly in class. We would say hi to each other on the streets. But little did we know, we were all battling this demon inside of loneliness. We just opened up about how college is so hard, how it's very hard to connect with people. We were all feeling the same thing. And I think that's when we decided, right?
Yeah, and I never would have known that they were also feeling that same way, and it really surprised me because to me it seemed like they had it all figured out.
See, everyone's faking
Yeah,
it.
everyone's faking it.
Everyone is fighting a battle that you do not see. Who is most likely to get married first? 3, 2, 1. Who dated the most? 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
To clarify, I don't date. We won't get into that. She went on a lot of individual dates.
Yeah.
She, can I say, had the most boyfriends?
Had
And
the
by
most
most, she had 2 throughout college, which is a normal number.
Who pulled the most all-nighters? 3, 2, 1.
I had a nasty habit of procrastination for a long time, and then I wrote a thesis, so.
Let's go! Who is the mom of the group? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Literally this morning before we were shooting, she was like, anyone need brekkie? Last call for brekkie. And I said, yes, I need brekkie. I'm gonna insert the screenshot here.
Who's the child of the group?
3, 2, 1. And she's the dad.
I was gonna say, mother of the
I
group,
am.
it was close between me and him.
Who is the craziest one of the group?
Define crazy.
Who was the most likely to have dropped out? 3, 2, 1. Because I actually considered it.
Who farts the most? 3, 2, 1.
Who poops the most? 3, 2, 1. Next question. Have you guys had any conflicts or fights, and how did you maturely resolve them?
Like this. Yeah, we've had some fights.
Any healthy relationship has fights.
You spend as much time with people as we do. Like, you can get into disagreements, but we love each other so much, we have mature conversations about them.
And another thing I'll say is, before these girls, I always thought like, oh, if you had a fight, the friendship's over. A good friendship means that you never fight, and that's so false. That's what I realized with these ladies of like, we have gotten into fights, and what you do after the fight is the sink or swim. Like, if you have a conversation and actually try to listen to each other, then the friendship bounces back even stronger.
And I think the other thing that I've learned a lot about myself over the past few years with them, my most like frequent shortcomings, and so like my biggest flaws as a friend, because they know like my areas of weakness, they're more understanding. If you get to know someone really well, those things will just kind of be predictable, and then you can just move on.
And at the end of the day, you just start dancing.
Question for Katie in particular.
Why?
Oh God.
How did Katie feel about not going to Coachella?
Oh, I did not care.
Tell them why.
I'm not like a huge like live music person. I'm not a huge like music person in general.
She does not like music.
Tell them your top Spotify artists. Do it.
No. My Spotify Wrapped last year was all
Princess
from
Diaries.
from Princess Diaries. Okay, but in all seriousness, when Katie told me, like, she was not nervous at all because she knew.
Woo! Hashtag we know each other so well. This is the Blue Room Cafe. It is very, very popping in the daytime. Getting a booth like this is very difficult. So the only reason why we can get it is because all the underclassmen babies have left. The next question is, okay, but were there really any fun parties?
Yes.
Yes.
We have a fun time wherever we go because we love to dance. It depends on what you define as a fun time. If you like going to a party and talking the whole time, there's spaces for that at Brown. If you like dancing your little booty off, there's a space for that as well. It's all about finding your space.
Freshman year, you go to a lot of like random parties, and then as you like make your core friend
Yeah.
groups, there's a lot of like house parties or like just like kickbacks.
We're saying this as people who have only gone to Brown, though. It's all relative.
How are the guys at Brown / worst part about Ivy League dating?
Tinder's a thing. That's the main avenue for dating, I guess, unless you like meet people through your clubs.
There are 4,400 men at Brown, approximately, right? Undergraduates. And so it's really hard to like comment on them as a whole.
Oh, girl, we're so close.
If you step on that seal, you get pregnant, apparently.
Pregnancy or not graduating immediately.
Oh, well. This is Andrews Hall, the best dining hall on campus, because they have this sexy yogurt bowl. It's only served on the weekends, and I would be the first in line on both Saturday and Sunday to get it. Insert the thousands of pictures here. This is the dining hall. Hey. Next question is assumptions of Brown that aren't actually true.
Oh, I know yours.
Bible stealers?
No.
What?
The assumption is that you're going to be surrounded by people who are smarter than you or like doing other things, and there might be those people, but you also like find community and grow with those people if you'll come in and have imposter syndrome, but then you quickly learn that you shouldn't.
What I freaking love is that the students here are so collaborative and so willing to help, and I feel like my imposter syndrome would have been a lot worse if it weren't for that. Do we want to answer this? What is your biggest pet peeve about each other? For Hannah,
I talked to. Oh no, I know what it is.
it's that she's always freaking late. For Katie, being too direct sometimes.
Yeah.
One of you can never go on a road trip, specifically because always hungry, always has to pee, or like headache or needs something.
Guess which one it
already
is?
pointed.
Yeah, she pointed at herself.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be me because I can't drive.
So, and you, we just get in little tussles.
We're both stubborn.
I kind of like it actually. It's not even a pet peeve.
It's good to defend yourself
Yeah.
and your stances. Time to be direct, guys. No, I'm kidding. I wish for Katie that she was able to relax about work. She gets really intense about it,
true.
and it really weighs on her, which like it weighs on me, not because I think like, oh, she's a bad person, but like I care about her, and like seeing the way that it just like drags her down sometimes. I like want her to have comfort in the fact that she's good at what she does. And then for Hannah, she's gotten so much better with this, guys, this year. She's gotten so much more confident. Like I would
Stop
get really.
doing this.
I know, she really painted herself as a
She could
little
be like,
angel
pet
in the
peeve was
middle.
that Hannah.
My pet peeve is that they don't love themselves enough.
Love yourself.
Pull yourself together.
Yeah, like.
I think that's the thing though, is like we're so close that we probably do things every day that annoy each other, but we've surpassed annoyance.
This is the Pizzatola Sports Center, and it is where we all met because we were all on the cheer team. This building houses all of the Brown basketball games. Our practice room is upstairs. What is one memory that you think you are going to talk about 5 years from now?
I mean, obviously, like COVID things, like the moment we had to get sent home. We all went to dinner together, like a day after they announced that we were gonna get sent home, and it was like the three of us eating dinner, trying to figure out our flights, trying to figure out like how to pack up our stuff. Like, we were together for 2 days straight.
Especially because right when we got kicked off campus was when I was finally starting to fall in love with Brown. Most memorable cry in college.
I'm not gonna go into the details of mine, but mine was the boy.
Mine was also with a boy.
Well, the obvious trend here is that boys make you cry, so I talk to them.
How would you describe your experience at Brown in one word?
Transformative. I'm a different person than I was when I got
That's
here.
true. Pivotal. I came into Brown thinking that I was born to do one thing, and then I left because of you guys doing something completely different.
My experience was very like individualized. Everyone is creating their own path and there's not like a lot of solidarity.
Yeah, like for example, at other schools, there's huge Greek life or huge like athlete culture or huge like school spirit.
Huge core curriculum.
Yeah, but Brown, everyone is on a different path. We're completely leaving Brown with different experiences.
Yeah.
Not to hype up Brown, but I do think there is kind of like a beauty in that.
Final question. Should we move to a new location or are we good here?
I kind of think this is ugly.
Yeah.
Transition!
Final question. Thank you guys all for submitting so many questions. We're so freaking honored. What's the most important lesson you have learned from college? Also, congratulations.
Thank you. Don't doubt yourself. Again, I'm gonna plug the fact that like I'm a low-income student. This is for the U-Fly students out there. You'll find your community, you'll make space.
Try new things. Two of the most formative experiences that I've had here at Brown are things that I'd never done before college. Cheer, which is how I met two of my best friends, and also my sorority. Was not expecting to do that whatsoever.
Right.
Even if you think like, I don't know about this, show up, try it out. If you hate it, you can stop at any point in time. But if you don't try, you'll never know.
Mine is chase what feels right to you. Don't pay attention to what anyone else is doing. You come into college thinking you have to attend these amount of parties, you have to have these types of friends, you have to chase these types of career opportunities, and the moment that you start chasing what feels right to you, what makes your heart sing, is when you will gravitate toward all the spaces and people that will love you and that you will love. So seriously, stop hustling for a dream that is not your own. Like, it doesn't matter what your parents said, it doesn't matter what your teacher says. Like, you're the one that's gonna wake up and live the life that you're building for yourself, so make sure that you freaking enjoy it. Best of luck. Any future brownies watching this, you're gonna do freaking great.
Yeah.
What?
What were you guys' first impressions of each other?
Okay, I have a story to tell. Oh
my God.
When I was trying out for cheer one day, Katie and I showed up in the same shirt. I remember thinking, wait, that's so cute. Like, we showed up in the same shirt, we have the same name. She goes in and she's like, does anyone have a shirt I can borrow? And she changed her shirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, so she hates me and she's mean.
Are you serious?
So we come a long way.
I had no idea. Okay, my thoughts during that like shirt thing, I was like, damn, we're the same on paper and we're even more the same. And I'm like, okay, I need to like help everyone out by differentiating a little bit.
She's so selfless, guys. She's so caring. I see why you subscribe.
My first impression of you was that you were a quiet little saint.
Same.
And it's not true.
Yeah.
Just kidding. And my first impression of you, I thought that Katie was like a cool girl. Like, she was like one of those girls that like everyone wanted to be friends with. My impression of you now is that you're not that cool.
My first impression of Hannah, like, I thought she was so good and she was so strong. Like, we were in the same group.
Really?
She was
I thought you
constantly saving
sucked.
my life.
I know, I thought I sucked too.
Yo, these steps is where I sat after I was moving, and a hot man asked me, do you need help with your stuff? And then I remember being like, oh my gosh, the men here are so hot. I remember. This is the Ratty. What is the Ratty?
The best dining hall on campus. Period.